Have you ever noticed how some women seem to carry a quiet spark, radiating clarity, vitality and purpose even into their 90s, while others begin to dim far earlier, sometimes as soon as their 70s? It's the kind of thing that catches your eye. You might see a woman walking confidently down the sidewalk, sharing a laugh with her friends, her eyes full of life, her back tall, and you find yourself thinking, what's her secret? Then your thoughts shift to someone else you know, maybe a friend or even someone in your family, who's been slowing down for years, who spends more time in silence, who's let go of the idea that there's still joy and meaning to be found in this season of life. So what really makes the difference? It's not just in the DNA, it's not luck, and it certainly isn't about having a flawless body or buying into the latest wellness trend. The truth is quieter. It lives in the little things, small daily choices that seem insignificant on their own, but over time, shape everything. The difference between women who flourish into their 90s and beyond, and those who seem to fade before they ever reach 80, often comes down to 5 simple habits. Habits that don't shout for attention, but quietly and steadily transform how they live. These women aren't just getting by, they're living with spark, with strength, and with purpose. Some of what you're about to hear might echo what you already believe, but other parts might gently challenge you. You might even begin to see aging through a different lens, and realize just how much control you still have over the life ahead. Stick with me, because secret number 5 at the end may just shift something deep inside you. It's one of the most overlooked truths, and it could change everything. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. If something in today's message touches you, makes you think, or stirs something inside, please give it a like. It helps more people find this space and walk this journey with us. And one more thing, if you're still with me by the end, drop the word life in the comments. It lets me know you're serious about living with more meaning and passion, no matter what year it says on the calendar. Let's dive in. Secret number 1, keep moving. But not like you think. There's something quietly powerful about a woman who keeps moving with ease well into her later years. Not moving for a goal weight, not chasing steps on a fitness tracker, but moving because it makes her feel alive. That's the common thread among women who reach 90, 100, and even beyond. They never stop moving. But more importantly, they never lose their reason to. They don't treat movement like punishment or obligation. They don't dread exercise because to them, movement isn't about chasing youth. It's about staying connected to their body, to the world, to themselves. For these women, motion is medicine. Whether it's stretching while the coffee brews, walking a few blocks to the local store, or sweeping the front porch, they keep going. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Because it brings them joy. They see every opportunity to move as a blessing. They bend to pick up grandkids, lift groceries, take stairs instead of elevators. They tend to their gardens not as a task, but as a pleasure. Some dance alone in their kitchens when a favorite old song comes on. Others still get out in the yard and pull weeds by hand. These aren't gym sessions, they're life. Every day, beautiful life. And here's the part most people get wrong. It's not age that causes people to slow down. It's the slowing down that speeds up aging. When we stop moving, our muscles shrink, our joints stiffen, and our energy drains. The body begins to forget how to feel strong. But movement, even in small, steady doses, wakes everything back up. It tells your body, I'm still here, and I still need you. You don't need fancy equipment or a personal trainer. You need a reason. You need to remember what it feels like to be alive in your own skin. When you move with purpose, your body listens, your balance improves, your energy returns, and more importantly, your confidence grows. So if you're watching this and thinking it's too late, I want you to know it's not. It's never too late to move in a way that brings you life. The question is, what kind of life do you want to feel tomorrow? Because it starts with how you move today. If that message hits home, drop a comment below and write "move." Not for me, but for you. To remind yourself that this chapter of your life is still in motion, and you're the one writing it. Secret number 2. Nourish your body with the right foods. It might sound simple, but one of the biggest differences between women who age gracefully and those who don't comes down to what they eat. The women who live past 100 don't follow fad diets or obsess over calories. They don't jump from one weight loss trend to another. They focus on one thing: nourishment. Their meals aren't just about filling up. They're about fueling the body with what it truly needs. They cook at home. They enjoy real food, fresh, colorful vegetables, leafy greens, berries, beans, fish, whole grains, and heart-healthy fats like avocado and olive oil. They've learned that food is more than flavor or habit. It's how they take care of themselves. It's how they show respect to their bodies. And just as important as what they do eat is what they don't. These women steer clear of foods that slowly wear the body down: sugary snacks, deep-fried meals, and heavily processed food-like products. They avoid artificial junk, not because it's trendy, but because they know how it makes them feel. They know that what we eat doesn't just impact the waistline. It affects our energy, our sleep, our skin, and even how we handle stress. It impacts how well we think and how steady we feel when we get out of bed in the morning. These women don't chase perfection. They chase balance. They eat with intention, and that's the difference. They eat to live, not live to eat. So maybe it's time to pause and ask yourself, what's going on your plate these days? Is it building you up or breaking you down? Is it keeping your body strong and your mind clear, or is it slowly robbing you of that? Eating well doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. The next meal you make is an opportunity to give your body something it can actually use. And if you're ready to take that step toward intention, drop a comment below and type "Food is fuel," because every bite is a vote for the life you want to keep living. Secret number 3, keep your mind sharp and stay socially connected. Here's something we don't say enough. Aging well isn't just about what your body can do. It's about how alive your mind still feels. Because even if you move every day and eat like a nutritionist, if your mind begins to fade, if your thoughts slow, your curiosity dulls, and your world gets smaller, life starts to lose its color. The women who live the longest know this. They've learned how to keep their minds active, not just to avoid decline, but to keep their lives meaningful. They don't let their thinking grow stale. They stay sharp because they stay connected to ideas, to people, and to themselves. These women read books that make them think. They write to express what they believe. They pick up new hobbies well past the age most people think is too late. They play games, do puzzles, and challenge their brains. But more importantly, they stay open to the world. They talk to neighbors, they laugh with friends, they share stories, advice, and a whole lot of wisdom. They don't isolate themselves. They understand that loneliness doesn't just make you sad, it actually shortens your life. So they make the effort to reach out, to listen, to stay involved, and that connection keeps their minds alert and their hearts full. Staying mentally sharp isn't about preventing something bad from happening. It's about inviting something better. It's about staying curious and creative, no matter what year it says on your birth certificate. So maybe take a moment today to ask, what's one new thing I could try this week? Who's someone I haven't talked to in a while? What lights me up from the inside? Because a sharp mind isn't just a gift of youth. It's a gift you give yourself day by day. If you believe your mind is worth nurturing just like your body, leave a comment below that says "Mind Strong," because strength comes in many forms. And one of the most powerful is your ability to keep thinking, learning, and loving until the very end. Secret number 4, refuse to accept decline as inevitable. One of the most dangerous beliefs we pick up as we age is the idea that getting weaker, slower, or smaller is just the way it has to be. That decline is part of the package, And all we can do is sit back and accept it. But here's the truth. Decline isn't destiny, it's a mindset. The women who reach their 90s and 100s with energy still in their step don't buy into that belief. They don't wait for the calendar to tell them who they are. They keep pushing forward because they choose to believe that life still has more to offer. These women don't define themselves by limitations. Sure, maybe they can't move as fast as they once did, or maybe they need a little more rest than they used to, but they adapt, they adjust, and most importantly, they don't give up. They find new ways to stay involved, to keep learning, to be useful, and to feel alive. And it's not about pretending to be young. It's about refusing to shrink your world. It's about refusing to step aside and say, well, I guess this is it. What you believe about aging becomes how you experience it. If you believe life is winding down, you'll start to act like it. But if you believe life still has more to give, more love, more laughter, more purpose, you'll find yourself living in ways others stopped believing were possible. It all starts in the mind, not with denial, but with decision. The decision to keep reaching, to keep trying, to keep showing up for yourself and the people you care about. So ask yourself, are you living like the best is behind you, or like the best might still be ahead? If this speaks to your spirit, leave a comment that says, I'm still rising, because you are, and you deserve to keep rising no matter your age. Secret number 5, find a purpose or risk losing. Everything. Purpose is that invisible thread that holds everything else together. It's what gives our days meaning and what gives us the energy to face even the hardest moments. Without it, even the healthiest body can feel lost. When there's no clear reason to get up in the morning, life begins to lose its rhythm. And for many women, purpose has often been defined by roles, raising children, taking care of others, showing up for a job. But what happens after the kids are grown, or retirement begins, or a loved one is no longer there? It's in those moments that purpose must evolve. The women who live the longest, the fullest, the most joyful lives, they all have something they wake up for. It might be as grand as a community project, or as simple as tending to their garden. Some mentor the next generation, some volunteer at local schools, others become the rock that holds their family together. It doesn't have to be huge, it just has to be real. Something that feels like it matters. Something that reminds you that your story is still being written. When you have a reason to get up, your body follows, your mind sharpens, your heart opens. Time stops feeling like a weight and starts feeling like a gift. Purpose keeps your soul in motion. And here's the beautiful part. It doesn't live in the past. It lives inside you, right now. Waiting to be tapped, waiting to be felt. So maybe today is the day to ask yourself a different kind of question. What gives me joy? What makes me feel useful? Who do I want to help? What do I want to leave behind? If you're still breathing, you're still becoming. And if you're still becoming, your purpose still matters. If that hits home, write purpose in the comments below. Let it be a promise to yourself to stay awake to what truly matters. So now that we've walked through the 5 secrets, let's take a moment to really reflect. These aren't magic tricks or trendy fads. They're real, grounded, powerful choices made day by by the women who are still dancing in their 90s, still laughing with friends at 100, still living like they have something worth waking up for. They keep moving. Not for exercise, but because it makes them feel alive. They eat foods that fuel them, not ones that drain them. They challenge their minds, stay socially connected, and keep learning. They don't accept the lie that aging means decline, and most of all, they live with purpose. Not because everything is perfect, but because they've made the decision to keep showing up. That's what thriving looks like. That's what aging with grace and strength really means. If even one of these secrets resonated with you today, I hope you take it to heart. I hope you write it down. I hope you live it tomorrow. And if you haven't already, please give this video a like, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe so we can keep building this community of wisdom, strength, and encouragement together. Let me know in the comments which secret spoke to you the most. What's one change you're ready to make? Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring about your health, your happiness, and your future. Because aging isn't the end. It's the next great chapter, and it's yours to write.